Hi humanity, we bring you the angels, the amazing Rotarians of the Deonar Club called the Rodeo. And here am I, Rodeo 2, Rodeo Suresh Menon, on this exciting humane Rodeo podcast show alongside the true blue rodeo friend, Piyush Bhatia.
Hi Suresh.
Absolutely, the podcast expert. And behind the camera is that to be a Rotarian soon at the Rotary Club of Deonar is Chirag Aggarwal, the amazing producer of this show, the expert who will make sure that the editing is spick and span. And along with me, I've got two amazing angels. In a while, we'll come to that. But meanwhile, Piyush, hi, over to you.
Yeah, hi Suresh. I'm super excited to be on this next episode of the Rodeo Radio and to bring the message of humanitarians at the Rotary Club of Chembur. And very excited because this podcast episode is going to share the message across the globe to millions and millions of humans.
Superb. So Piyush said Rotary Club of Chembur, absolutely no problem. Chembur and Deonar are like close cousins. Like not colonial, but like Indian cousins. So whether it's Chembur or Deonar or whether it's Timbuktu, the Rotarians are so very well connected.
Absolutely.
As one single movement. So I look at the wonderful gentleman, the general next to you, the general whose name is Leeladhar Parab. I have to say Leeladhar Parab because every time I look at this amazing Rotarian, not one, not two, not three, but almost like 3 decades as a Rotarian, somebody whom I call general, but he's a gentle service giant who is a gold medalist from the JJ School of Architecture, an architect par excellence, and has got several kudos to his credits, whether it's the Architectural Association, whether it's the Town Planning Association. He is somebody who's connected so deeply with the government agencies, ex-servicemen, the military, the police, and so many projects. Leela, I'm almost tempted to say Leela, but that's like behind the camera. I'll call Leeladhar. Leeladhar, how does it feel, your journey when you started? Can you just explain something about your professional qualification and that amazing journey earlier?
First of all, thank you, Suresh, for those loaded words. But yes, in my profession, I've been practicing the architecture, and while practicing this architecture, I got a chance to do something for humanity, something for the masses. And we Rotarians always do something good for the less privileged community all over the places where we get. And this Rotary Club of Deonar gave me the platform of doing so, and I enjoyed doing so. And we have been doing so many projects related, and I could relate my profession into that,
right.
My expertise into that. That's it's a very satisfying thing for me. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. We'll just go more deep dive into what Leeladhar meant when he said that he could relate his profession to the social work and to connecting to society. We'll get that into that conversation in a moment. But for now, I look at the lady on my left, and what has happened? This beautiful bushy microphone goes towards her. Somebody who is a manifestation of clarity, capability, and creativity. Then none other than the Rotarian Alka Murli. And before Alka says, here is somebody who's got an amazing communication agency called iReach, and she is a Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management alumni, and he's somebody who manifests the essence of service every single time. The secretary of the club right now. Over to you, Alka, for your journey before and now.
Thank you, Suresh, for this gentle information about me. But I don't think it is so much. Actually, Rotary has given me such a huge platform to do whatever I always wanted to do. And it has been a great pleasure and privilege to be a part of Rotary Deonar.
Thank you, Alka. So you know what? One thing I have to disagree on camera. General Leeladhar said loaded statement, and Alka said so much Rotary has given. I've hardly done anything. Almost saying that they're so humble, so modest. Today is an opportunity for us to let the cat out of the bag and really dedicate this episode to the wonderful cause that they represent in the so many projects that they do. So getting straight into it, Piyush, can I?
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
Yeah, Liladhar,
Yeah.
could you share one of your most favorite projects that you worked on, and if you could share some insights that you had in that project?
See, actually, I got an opportunity to do so many projects over the year. There were projects touching Little Heart, was very close to my heart. I enjoyed doing that. Then Operation Restore we have been doing. This reconstructive burn surgeries we have been doing at Burn Center. More than that, I mean, if you see close to my heart and close to my profession, the environment friendly aspect came into Rotary, and we could do a lot of things. Shuddha Jal and this borewell, check dams and water projects in our RCC. Now RCC is the Rotary's community corps. Those are the rural villages around us, and we serve them. We serve them in different capacities, and out of that, this providing them clean drinking water was a project where I would like to associate myself, and I could. It was close to me when it was, and whenever we got a chance, we as a team we went there and we could do two projects. It has actually impacted lakhs of people there, giving.
Wow.
Yeah, giving pure drinking water, it's such a simple thing, but it's more impactful, and it must have really touched those people in a more impactful way. Yeah.
Wonderful. You say it's a simple thing.
Yeah.
It's not actually simple. It's one
It's
of
a
the
basic.
most important and basic facility anybody would want water.
Right.
And you've done some amazing work. Yes, Suresh.
Absolutely. Talking of water and the kind of impact, when you said lakhs of people have been impacted, the other day a fellow Rotarian and a very senior Rotarian, A.B. Suresh from our club, was saying that the water that goes down the drain in one rainy season is enough to give water. 25% of water requirements in a year can be taken care if we just save that water which goes during one rainy season down the drain. That's the kind of impact of wastage that really caused me to really wake up middle of the night seeing what is going on, what are we doing. But it's so much of a trauma that we go through that we are not taking care of environment properly. But when we listen to the absolutely service champion Liladhar and this communication and his contribution to the RCC, we can understand that the environment is in safe hands, and it's something that is going to be taken care of because of selfless rodeos like you, sir. Really appreciate that. Somebody who's been the club president, he's been the assistant governor, he's been director in many years, and somebody who manifests the essence of taking up responsibilities, fulfilling the role at the Rotary Club of Deonar. We'll come back to you soon and talk more about your memorable experiences in the project that you have done. But now I go to Alka. Holi is just, by the way, the recording is just few days before Holi. By the time it hits the internet, maybe it's after Holi. But I can only think of one color. People talk of yellow and orange and so many colors when you look at the spirit of Holi. But I can look at this wonderful lady with a beautiful enigmatic smile. I can only think of one color, which is pink. And let me call pink Alka. Why is it that I'm getting the feeling of pink when I think of you?
Thank you, Suresh. Actually, pink, I know everybody associates me with pink because of my project Pink Auto. Pink Auto has been a project very close to my heart, and it has been a real satisfying project. It is a women empowerment project. But apart from just giving them a livelihood, I'm so happy that we could give them a confidence for life. Otherwise, normally we give some training and they get some job and they are having a good livelihood. But in Pink Auto, it is not only the livelihood, but they own something of their own. Their own auto, which is owned by them, and that gives the power, for anybody. That if you have some asset with you, and that
They feel more valued.
they feel valuable. They are valued in the society more, but they are valued in their families also, and that is a complete complete woman empowerment project, I feel. So because I believe that empowerment doesn't only only giving them a training or giving them a livelihood training, but empowerment is also to make them confident in the world, confident around them. So this particular project, I thought, is very much woman empowerment project to the T, and that is why, I mean, it has been a very successful project in our Rotary Deonar. Not only in Rotary Deonar, it has gone to the district also, and many clubs have come forward to sponsor the girls, and there are quite a few girls now on the roads with their own pink auto.
Both in Mumbai and also at the rural.
They are in Mumbai as well as they are in Karjat area. In our RCCs, we have 2 girls who are driving their own pink auto. In Boisar, Tarapur also there are 4 girls who are driving their autos, and of course in Mumbai, of course, we have more. In fact, there are something like 6 girls who are already on the way of getting their own autos, and it gives me a great happiness.
Absolutely.
So you can see her turning pink, right? Wonderful audience. And that's what it means. I could see the pinkness in the eyes of the beneficiaries when I happened to be the privileged one to have a look at them, and they came one day, both online and offline. When we kind of felicitated, you will see them pink with pride because of the initiative that Alka took. I remember, apart from driving the auto, Alka's done everything. Right, him going to them and doing that. Maybe she's written the auto also, but she's not told that to us. Really, Alka, really appreciate that. Really gives the lot of focus. And now I go back to ask Leeladhar about a memorable experience that you can fondly reminisce, whether it's Operation This Store or the Little Hearts or the Environment Check Dam project. Any memorable experience that you would like to share?
Yes, Suresh. When you talk about memorable experiences, there are so many. But I would again come back to my RCC, where our club, as a international focus areas, we took up agriculture and agriculture related promotions, and there was a VTT where we could send a set of people from our RCC to Israel for their training. Yeah, and they're coming back and sharing their experience with their other colleagues and training them. That was really transformation, and I feel really Rotary could have done, could do a service to local people where they also felt that yes, we are different and we are connected to them.
Yeah.
And not only that, after that certain years, Hivre Bazaar village for Pupat, again last year some other techniques of the agriculture, we can give them a training and the yield can be seen, the added yield and whatever benefits. They really talk about that in that RCC. That's I think an achievement
Absolutely.
and impact what again we could do.
And the world is really flat. World really shrank. It doesn't matter whether India or Israel.
Right.
The need of the hour is to reach out to the underprivileged and the people who want it. That's what also got experienced.
Yeah, and the limited resources, having limited resources in Israel, environment, water,
Right.
and other conditions.
How they manage it.
They manage.
Yeah.
And we could really learn from them, and that's what our RCC and local partners also could take clue from that, and they could change their life.
Yeah,
Yes,
wonderful.
Suresh.
Yes.
As Leeladhar and Alka are sharing from their hearts about the projects that they have worked on, the kind of memorable experiences they have. One deep insight that I'm getting is, as a professional or as a business owner, we always, we work for money, we focus on profits, but behind the back, you always have this thought that, okay, how can my expertise, years of wisdom can help the society, which I can do voluntarily. And I think Rotary is the best platform to express that, contribute that, and create that impact in the society.
Absolutely, Piyush. So rightly said. And the architect in Leeladhar really used that profession so well to make sure it's so meaningfully impacted at the grassroots level. The communicator in Alka made sure that the communication and the conversation opened up those shackles of chains which usually tie down a woman at the grassroots level and make them open up and to see pink horizons, right, Alka? And really appreciate. I want to ask you this, Alka. When does the spirit of contributing to society, when does it take shape in your experience? When did it occur to you, let me contribute to society? When did that occur to you?
Actually, it starts when you find success, in your own profession. Suppose if you are doing good, you feel that, okay, I'm blessed. When you think you are blessed, we think that we need to share that blessing with the society. So that is the time when earlier I was not, of course, I was in the initial few years of my career, I was only concentrating on my job and my career and all. But when I realized that I'm getting I'm getting a few successes with me, but at the same time I'm coming across people who are not so fortunate, and that is the time I thought that, okay, something I should give to them. And I know money, I cannot give money to everybody, and even if how much ever money that we give it to society, it is not enough. Right. But I strongly believe in giving them a vocational training or a livelihood training, we call it. So if you give a livelihood training, they are sure to get money. I mean, they can earn their own livelihood forever, and that is what has always been my focus in whatever projects that I do. I make sure that they gain some knowledge which can be used anytime. I mean, even if it can be a basic training to women, they may not use immediately, but they have that knowledge with them, or they have that capability of earning. Yes. They may not earn today, they may have their family as a more priority, but as they go, if required, God forbid, if they require, they have a capability to earn. And that is something which has always been my focus, and that is the time when I saw that and realized, I thought I should get into some organized forum where I can really do some good. So that is how I'm in Innerville first, and then from Innerville I joined Rotary.
That's why she was Innerville first, and she said 3 years. I think it's a correction. It looks like she's been in the Rotary for 3 decades, almost with Liladhar. And already the secretary, going to be the president in the next coming year, and all of that in just that 3 years, which is not 3 years, but it's like so many days and hours packed into one, and she's been so focused in the fact of creating impact in society. You could see her sincerity every single time when you see her doing projects at the grassroots level. And now I go back to Lila and ask her this 4-way test in the Rotary. One is says service before self, right? Yeah. If it's service before self, how important is fellowship and bonding for service before self? I think it's only about social work, right? Why is fellowship and bonding so important?
Our motto is a service above self, and in that, when you join a Rotary, just you are a member of this wonderful organization first. But then, if you want to become a true Rotarian, yes, you become a true Rotarian by thinking or doing service above our own, or you become a Rotarian.
It manifests that you are.
Actually, our institute is such a wonderful, through the trainings and all district trainings, you mold yourself into a Rotarian by doing services above ourselves, as well as this fellowship, bonding, and our projects are also we are doing together.
Right.
So that exchange of ideas and exchange of thoughts, that always brings our true Rotarians out.
So fellowship and bonding leads to true friendship, and true friendship leads to better service. Yes. And that in turn allows to more friendship, and
yes.
That's a cycle.
It's a wonderful platform which gives you to give something to underprivileged.
Yeah.
We could give them underprivileged, and we can do through grants, not only the district, but the district, the global grants.
Right.
You can multiply your donations, and you can do wonderful things.
Right.
And that is a wonderful thing, a wonderful platform actually we have.
Right.
What Rotary has provided.
Yes. So as Leela said, it's not about only giving money or seeking donors. The Rotary Foundation, the Rotary International, there are so many different mechanisms and thought out structure wherein grants keep coming to a district for doing projects. So it's like money in abundance in a structured manner. It's not about only somebody donating. It's about the system taking care of the needs once the purpose is there to do the project. Yeah. Right. Really, really amazing. Leela, I'm going to ask this to both of you as we come to the
last question.
Last question. The show might end, but this lingering flavor of service is going to be there forever. That's exactly what I want to say. But I want to ask this to both of you. Same question. Answers may not be copied. Copying is not allowed on the podcast. Not possible? What is a message to humanity at large, and what is a message to the Rotary families? Because so many times the Rotarian families are there around, they're also a step back, but is there a message that you want to give to Rotary families and a message to humanity at large? At being a Rotarian at this level, at this stage, what would you want to communicate?
See, actually, Rotary has given not only to us as individually, but to our families also larger extent.
Okay.
Yes, our children, through the exchange of students, they are enjoying. Our better halves are engaged with their activities. Like my wife is a medical specialist.
I see.
So she keeps on, though she is not in Rotary, she keeps on
Contributing
to her medical expertise,
I see.
attending the camps, etc.
Right.
So our families are always engaged. And our then other Rotaract, Interact and other branches are also connected to Rotary. So Rotary is in family, and family always understand the
spirit of Rotary.
Yeah. Yes.
So very well said. Alka?
Yeah, I believe that Rotary gives us much more than what we gain as a member. In fact, as a member, we gain much more in terms of our fellowship, like you have said, fellowships and bonding and all. But it has made us grow also, personally, professionally, because many times we see a Rotarian, wherever we go, you see a Rotarian, and that bonding becomes instant. And that bonding helps you in growing yourself also. So I believe that it's not only, the Rotary membership is not only for you, but it is for your professional growth also, for your familial bonding also. And generally creating oneness across the world. I mean, whenever we go, if we are going abroad, you can always, I mean, it's a rule in Rotary that if you are in Chicago, suppose, and you want to attend a Rotary meeting, you are invited by, just because you are a Rotarian. Any club in Rotary across the world, you can go and attend the meeting, tie up with them, bond with them, and share your projects, get their projects, and do some joint project also. So that kind of possibility is very much there in Rotary, and that is something is very beautiful, because we have come across, like Leeladhar just mentioned about global grants. Our own club, Rotary Club of Deonar, is having 3 global grants running just now. On Touching Little Hearts that he just mentioned, Operation Restore, which also he mentioned. There is one TB grant going on also, which is just
important thing, this pin what we carry, this has a very significant recognition all over the world. Whenever you see this pin, wherever in the world, the other Rotarians from that part go bound to connect with you, and they will be readily available for you for any kind of help and services.
The world is like one kutumba, one family.
Yes.
Sorted, yes.
Yeah, Suresh. Yeah, one of the key learnings from the sharing of Alpa and Leeladhar is that I can see that life is in 3 stages. One is I, where we work for right. Second is we, where we have a family and community. And when we are in Rotary, it's all about us, which is we with our family, and also the entire world is ours. So very
the world is one.
World is one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Profound silence. I'll get this bushy microphone onto me. And I kept my mobile down, okay? I don't want to miss out any questions. That's why the mobile was looked at. But I want to say this thing as a fellow Rotarian, as a Rodeo, as buddies of Leeladhar and Alka and Piyush, that every time I see in Leeladhar and Alka the contribution to removing sorrow, they not only remove sorrow, whether it's water, the burn victim, the restrictions on the social strata for the auto rickshaw and so many projects, but they also convert that sorrow into joy, a lasting joy. And you could never ever, I'm sure even Shakespeare cannot define that joy when you can experience how much joy comes into into that, and that's such a contagious thing. That's something which is really, that's an epidemic that we don't want to stop, right? It has to become more and more. It's been a pleasure and an honor on this amazing podcast called Rodeo. Thankful to Chirag, to our cameraman Sharad, to Piyush, the lovely rodeo friend, to have this wonderful fellow Rotarians, my buddies, Rodeo's Leeladhar, who is like 3 decades, looks like he's the Rotarian for 300 years. And Alka, she's at 3 years, correction on the show. Probably if you look back at the Rotary records, she's also not 3 years but 30 years almost. That's the passion of pinkness, the passion of making sure that water is available are the two carryouts which I've got from this show. Looking forward to seeing you all on another edition of this podcast where we want to celebrate humanity and celebrate such selfless rodeos. Thank you, Liladhar. Thank you, Alka, for really gracing us.
And thank you, Suresh.